Hello and welcome, dear viewers. We're thrilled to have you with us today. We're about to embark on an exciting journey as we delve into the rich layers of The Lion and the Jewel, a remarkable work by the eminent Nigerian playwright Wole Soyinka. We'll explore its intriguing characters, compelling themes, and the unique cultural insights it offers. This promises to be an engaging, enlightening, and enjoyable ride. So, without further ado, let's dive into the fascinating world of Wole Soyinka's The Lion and the Jewel. Before we start, it's essential to understand the context of The Lion and the Jewel and the author behind it. The man behind this captivating narrative is none other than the esteemed Wole Soyinka, a Nigerian playwright, poet, and essayist. Born in 1934, Soyinka holds the honor of being the first African laureate, having won the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1986. His works often delve into themes of politics, culture, and the post-colonial African experience. The Lion and the Jewel is a shining example of Soyinka's storytelling prowess. Published in 1963, the play is set in the Nigerian village of Ilujinle and beautifully encapsulates the tension between tradition and progress. It's a tale of two men, the village chief and a young schoolteacher, vying for the affections of a beautiful village belle, reflecting the struggle between old customs and new ways of thinking. The narrative is woven with the threads of African folklore, humor, and irony, making it a riveting read. The book's publication context also adds another layer of meaning. It was released in the early 60s, a time when many African nations, including Nigeria, were gaining independence and grappling with their identities in a post-colonial world. Now that we're familiar with the book and its author, we can delve deeper into its characters and themes. Characters are the lifeblood of any story, and The Lion and the Jewel is no exception. Let's dive into the heart of this tale and explore its key characters, Baroka, Sidi, and Lakunle, who each bring their own unique flavors to this narrative. Baroka, the Baal or chief of the village, is a character of great complexity. On one hand, he appears to be the embodiment of tradition, a man who takes pride in his cultural heritage and resists change. Yet beneath this veneer, he's a cunning strategist who isn't above using deceit to achieve his goals. His conflict with Lakunle is a significant driving force of the plot, representing the clash between tradition and modernity. Then we have Sidi, the village belle, who is much more than just a beautiful face. She embodies the spirit of the village and is a symbol of its beauty and vitality. Her character arc is fascinating as she navigates the tension between traditional expectations and her own desires. Her beauty becomes a double-edged sword, attracting the attention of both Baroka and Lakunle, and propelling her into the heart of the story's conflict. Next, let's talk about Lakunle, the village schoolteacher who is a stark contrast to Baroka. He's a character who brings the winds of change with his Western education and progressive ideas. His desire to marry Sidi without a bride price, a direct challenge to the village tradition, sets the stage for his conflict with Baroka. While he might seem the more progressive choice, his condescending attitude towards the villagers and their customs often paints him in a less flattering light. Now, while these are the main players, let's not forget the supporting characters. They might not be front and center, but they add depth and richness to the story. Characters like Sadiku, Baroka's first wife, who despite her loyalty, is used as a pawn in his game, or the villagers whose reactions and interactions provide a realistic backdrop against which the drama unfolds. Each character, from the main trio to the supporting cast, has a role to play in the story. They're not just there to move the plot along, they're the ones shaping it. Their motivations, their conflicts, their victories, and their defeats all contribute to the tapestry that is The Lion and the Jewel. These characters, with their unique personalities and conflicts, make The Lion and the Jewel a compelling read. They bring the story to life, adding layers of complexity and depth. They challenge us, make us think, and in the end, leave us with a better understanding of the world they inhabit. Whether it's the unyielding Baroka, the vibrant Sidi, or the ambitious Lakunle, each character offers a distinct perspective, a unique lens through which we can view this narrative world. So when you read The Lion and the Jewel, don't just follow the plot. Pay attention to these characters, their dreams, their struggles, and their triumphs. Because as we've seen, they're not just part of the story, they are the story. These characters, with their unique personalities and conflicts, make The Lion and the Jewel a compelling read. The Lion and the Jewel is rich with themes that resonate even today. It's a story that beautifully captures the delicate balance between tradition and modernity, the dynamics of power, and the complexities of love and marriage, all set against the backdrop of a Nigerian village. Diving into the first theme, tradition versus modernity, we see a vivid depiction of the conflict between the old and the new, the archaic and the contemporary. This is most evident in the characters of Baroka, the village chief who embodies tradition, and Lakunle, the schoolteacher who represents modernity. Baroka clings to the customs of his ancestors, while Lakunle dreams of a future freed from the shackles of the past. This tension between tradition and modernity is not just confined to the pages of this book, but is a real-world issue that many societies grapple with today. Next, we see the theme of power, primarily represented through Baroka's character. As the village chief, he wields significant influence and authority over the villagers. His power, however, is not just political but also psychological, as seen in his manipulation of Sidi, the village bell. Power in its various forms is a recurring theme in our world, and Soyinka masterfully portrays its nuanced dynamics. Love and marriage are also central themes in The Lion and the Jewel. Through Sidi, Baroka and Lakunle's love triangle, Soyinka explores different facets of love and marriage. We see Lakunle's modern views of love, where he seeks an equal partner, contrasting with Baroka's traditional perspective, where polygamy and dominance are the norms. The story raises questions about the true essence of love and the role of marriage, topics that continue to spark discussions in our contemporary society. Lastly, let's not forget the theme of cultural identity. Soyinka, through his characters and narrative, puts forth a strong commentary on the importance of preserving one's cultural heritage. He paints a beautiful image of African culture and tradition, urging us to appreciate and value our cultural roots. These themes, intricately woven into the narrative, make The Lion and the Jewel a timeless piece of literature. They not only add depth and complexity to the story, but also allow us to reflect on our society's norms and values. Whether it's the struggle between tradition and modernity, the dynamics of power, the intricacies of love and marriage, or the importance of cultural identity, each theme carries a message that resonates with readers across different times and geographies. This is the magic of Soyinka's storytelling, and it's why The Lion and the Jewel continues to be a celebrated piece of literature to this very day. So that wraps up our discussion on The Lion and the Jewel. What a fascinating journey it has been. We've traversed the vibrant landscape of Nigeria, delved into the intricacies of its culture, and unraveled the complex characters that Wole Soyinka masterfully brought to life. The lion, representing the traditional values, and the jewel, symbolizing the allure of modernity, have given us much to contemplate. We've seen how Baroka the lion clings to the old ways, asserting his dominance and cunning in a rapidly changing society. Sidi, the jewel, on the other hand, is drawn towards the new, the exciting and the modern, embodying the pull of progress. And caught in the middle is Lakunle, a man torn between the allure of change and the comfort of tradition. Through these characters, Soyinka paints a vivid picture of a society at the crossroads. And let's not forget the themes that Soyinka so deftly weaves into the narrative. The conflict between tradition and modernity, the role of women in society, and the power dynamics inherent in cultural change, these are all issues that resonate deeply, not only within the context of the play, but in our own lives as well. The Lion and the Jewel is more than just a book. It's a mirror held up to society, reflecting our strengths, our flaws, and our potential. It's a call to engage in reflection and dialogue, a reminder to appreciate the richness of our diverse cultures, and a testament to the power of literature to inspire change. So if you haven't read The Lion and the Jewel yet, I encourage you to pick up a copy and immerse yourself in its captivating world. And if you have, why not revisit it? You might just discover something new. Remember, literature is not just about entertainment. It's a tool for understanding, a medium for reflection, and a catalyst for change. So, keep reading, keep exploring, and keep questioning. Thank you for joining us today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe for more insightful discussions. Until next time, happy reading.